So go ahead and go over to his page and watch this video. Riveting tale, I tell you, riveting tale. Also, he has a couple of other videos about this as well. So I'm just going to give you a quick recap. So the passport bros have been going over to Brazil, tricking off on their women, claiming that they're dating, right? That they're going to get a wife over there in Brazil, especially. Well, the Brazilian media got wind of this Austin Holloman kid and have put out a warning to their women that they do not need to interact or deal with American men because they're tricking. You know that thing they said they would never do over here? They talked all that stuff about Black American women being gold diggers, out of shape, all of these negative things. But you're going over there to pay someone because essentially you're not actually good at interacting with women. And that's why you have to go over there in the first place. I wasn't even going to talk about this because that ain't my business. But the fact that this boy is being run out of Brazil with his band of awkward merry men is hilarious. Okay? Ha ha. Ha ha. Now, make no mistake, this is not going to stop their movement. They will just go to Thailand or some other third world country or some other South American country where actual actual tourism is still alive and prevalent and the government doesn't care. But it's very interesting that a whole, which don't get me wrong, actual tourism was not started when they got there. It was already there. But the fact that y'all have run this country into the ground with all of your antics, think about that. Think about it. Y'all have made these people made a whole article about y'all. Can you believe that? Y'all have had this people said get these people up out of here. Get them up out of here. Get them out. What does that say about y'all? And I know they're going to deflect and say, well, we're not the only ones and they're targeting us because we're black. Okay. But you wouldn't be targeted if you didn't make such a big deal about the dump that you were doing. What they say, real G's moving silence like the G in lasagna. Like, come on now. Y'all out here making whole YouTube channels because somebody finally gave you some play and got run up out of a country. I did not have that on my 2023 bingo card, but hey, let the good times roll. Like, share, duet, and stitch this video, and I'll see y'all later.
You know, I understand you probably more than you understand yourself, right? I understand you more than you understand yourself, and being a hyena and all. I don't know, you're looking for something outside of yourself to make your life have some kind of meaning, to make yourself feel better and shit at the expense of someone else's, situation. Okay? How does a 23-year-old in another country living his life, doing nothing illegal, and being unjustly targeted because of his race and because of a bunch of group of women that are intent on dragging men, dragging men back into the toilet that is, the colonies over here. You know, how does any of that change your life or make your situation better? All right, why do you find such glee in someone else's misfortunes and shit? If you asked me that question, why I make the videos I do, why I go nuclear on some of these sisters, I could tell you a shit. Okay, it's a response to, you know, generations and decades of your mismanagement of our community and shit. Okay, all over the place and shit. Okay, I don't want to get into it that deep and shit because you really don't matter and shit. You could be doing something more constructive with your time. Okay, physically or otherwise and shit, or you could just be seeking the psychiatric help that you need. Okay, to be a better person, I guess. If that's even possible. I want to tell you, and people that think like you, the genie's out of the bottle. I don't care how you spin it. I don't care if after I'm finished doing this, you make a video saying the exact same thing that I just said, like you all do, because you're narcissists. Okay? You're toxic, sociopathic, psychopathic, in some cases. People have a right not to want to be involved with this nonsense, okay? And just because we live in an Orwellian society, you know, just because we live in an Orwellian society and shit, uh, our apparent misfortune is not going to make your lot any better. You're still going to have to look at yourself in the mirror every day that you roll out of bed and shit, okay? All right? You're still going to be lacking, okay? No one is checking for you. And yes, I am talking about, I find you physically unappealing and shit, okay? Okay? I find you, personality wise, you have none, okay? You're lacking, all right? And you're sitting up here and shit, having a good old, grand old time and shit. I guess that's it's kind of sad actually. That this is what your life has become, you know? Can't you find something outside of yourself and outside of a group of people that don't know who you are and don't give a shit? Okay? All right, no one gives a shit. You could die tomorrow, no one would care. All right? None of these guys, these men that you hate for simply taking a vacation. Sad, right? I don't know, but it's things that make you go, if you're not black. Okay, people outside of our community don't understand you guys and shit, but we do and shit. And that's why we're telling you, even if we can't, even if you somehow find a way to lock us in here and keep us captive as prisoners of war, oh, you will get nothing from us, okay, going forward. You will get no attention, no validation and shit, no tangibles. That means money, okay? Literal money and whatever else you want. No car rides, no nothing. No dick, okay? No babies, no nothing. Now, Shay, we want you to be barren and shit. We want you guys to rot on the vine. We want you to die off over generations and shit. And while we try to rebuild this community that you destroyed, that was left in your stewardship and shit, and you sold it for welfare and government programs and your zaddies and everything and your shit talking and the right to abuse us with impunity and shit and get off scot free. Right? I don't know what to tell you. Okay? Maybe you should seek some, professional help.